Hi, welcome to Gemstone Tarot. This is your reading for the weekend of the 7th and the 8th of November 2020. Do you like the lockdown hair? Here is where it begins, okay? Here is where it begins. Many days of dry shampoo and no hairdresser. Okay, how are you doing with your lockdown situation? Let me know in the comments section. I'm hoping the light is okay for this video because obviously we don't have as much light as we used to here in the UK, but hopefully we will get by. Okay, what do we need to know for the weekend? And I'm using the Mythic Tarot or the Greek Tarot. I think just one more big girl shuffle. Oh, the moon. That seems significant. Okay. Oh my God. Well, some spiritual big jobs are afoot. Okay. I'm not reading reversals, but I want to note that a lot of these came out in reverse, which sounds, you might say, a bit contradictory, and it is, but we are never ones to shy away from a little bit of controversy, contradictory energy. Okay, gosh. The Chariot is the first card out, and it comes out next to the World. Go big or go home, isn't it? So with the Chariot, we've got two horses moving in different directions, okay? This is my two horses moving in different directions, mime. It's not very good. You've got two opposing forces, okay? Now you could go right down to the whole kind of brass tacks and call this good and evil if you wanted to. It's probably not as straightforward as that. It's probably not as clear cut as that, I would say. The Chariot can be an internal battle within you, but because it's popped out with the World, I feel that I'm going to take another card for it. I feel that it's more of a kind of a macro, if I'm really honest about it, than it is within the kind of individual. Okay, I'm going to take an El Goliath. We've been using the El Goliath deck quite a lot recently, but that's because I do feel like there is, gosh, well, it's those two. I do feel like there are, oh wowzers, a lot of shadows in the energy at the moment. I'm interested in that card too. That came up yesterday. And how interesting that that one would kind of fight its way out of the pack. Okay, the Determined Otter, the Seven of Wands comes up. Mars in Leo, standing up for what you believe in. Now I know the political climate at the moment, particularly in America, is, yeah, lots of you have been putting in the comment section, God, okay, yeah. There's definitely something to do with that, with the Seven of Wands. That is Mars in Leo. It's the energy of standing up for what you believe in, okay, whatever that may be. Now, interestingly, we've got the Six of Swords going on here. And the Six of Swords here is making a move away from the danger. Okay, now someone pointed out to me the other day that it looks like this bird is flying straight into more danger. Okay, I don't think that is supposed to be the intention, I'm not sure. But actually, again, with that Chariot, I sometimes feel that there's energy in the contradiction of things, okay? What I'm trying to say here is there's a lot of contradiction in this reading, but that in itself is acting almost like a dynamo to make things happen. And then what do we get? The Ten of Swords. Now you will know I'm quite a fan of the Ten of Swords, and you know me, I don't glitter the turd. It's so much clearer than the Nine. You know, the Nine, it's the Swords of Damocles, everything's hanging over you. It's the what if this happens 4 a.m. card. And someone normally has their head in their hands, okay? When you get to the Ten of Swords, you know what you're dealing with. You know where you're wounded. You know what's happening. You can do your Seven of Wands. You can fight for what you believe in because you know what it is, okay? I like that. Okay. Then we get the Four of Wands, and this is a nice card, and it is a portal into an improved future, okay? It is, it's not like a somewhere over the rainbow. It's like you've kind of already arrived, but you haven't quite got there yet. But it's a very nice interim, and also it's a portal from the 3D to the 5D. It's almost like a bridge card, okay? Very interesting. Chariot, the World, the Four of Wands. But then also in the middle of the reading, the Four of Pentacles, we will keep it this way. Sun in Capricorn, let's stay the same. Sorry, my eye's getting itchy. Let's stay the same. Let's keep it this way. Let's make bank. Let's bank it. Let's stick. Let's not twist. Stay the same. As humans, we have a tendency, not all of us, but I would count myself in this, to want to maintain a status quo. That might not be entirely possible, okay, she said, being very diplomatic. We've got the Strength card, Leo energy, the Lion. It is the know thyself. You know that the plaque that's at the Oracle at Delphi, know thyself, master thyself. To thine own self be true. Where does that come from? Probably Shakespeare. Now, strength is self-mastery, but I feel like it's more a case of the collective self-mastery. And then the overall energy cup is the Nine of Coins. Nine of Coins, or the Nine of Pentacles, Sun in Virgo. There is again a tension between moving forward, between change, and between feathering your nest and keeping things this way. So the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, if you look at it, they both encourage making sure you are secure. And it may be the tension that we're all holding, I think, a bit at the moment, to a greater and a lesser degree, between the needs of the individual meeting the needs of the collective, okay? And that appears to be what a lot of this energy is about. And it's tense, it's conflicting sometimes. The needs of the individual and the needs of the many sometimes conflict. In philosophical models like utilitarianism, it's about pleasing the needs of the many, and lots of politics follows that route. But it's not always the best way, okay? We are humans. Then we get the Two of Cups, Venus in Cancer. This is the love card. I love this card. For some of you, this may also be about your relationships with family, with friends, with loved ones, with significant others, romantic relationships. Again, there may be tension this way or that way. Things are changing, things are moving. We're in a whole end of a cycle, I would say. It feels like the end of a cycle. Push to change and a drive to keep things the same. Okay, let's have, I do want a Brian and Wendy Fruit card, actually. So I realise this reading isn't very kind of paint by numbers, and it isn't very conclusive, but it isn't, if you know what I mean. Interesting. The leaving. The leaving is when you go off on your quest. And often what they talk about, the hero's journey, which is a cycle, and often contains archetypes such as the major arcana with the Fool moving through to the world. You're going on a quest and you are encountering various conflicts. That's what heroes do, isn't it? And through overcoming those conflicts is the journey. That's what's going on. And the leaving for me is the beginning. It's a bit like the Fool. I like that energy. It's kind of entering a new era, but we're not there yet. What a strange reading, but I kind of like it. Do you remember I said all the cards are in reverse? Oh my God. But we're not reading the reversals, but make a note of the reversals. That again is a kind of a tension within a tarot reading. Soulmates. Love that card. Now this can be for, with the Two of Cups, obviously it could be a love card for some of you. It can be a we will survive this card. We have a connection beyond these contradictions, but also I think it's a card of basic humanity, like the Two of Cups. There's so much love in every individual, and sometimes, you know, if we didn't care, there wouldn't be any conflict, would there? Because we'd all just look after our own interests, and that would be that. This is a conflict of interest, but it's a conflict of interest that reminds us that there's a lot of love in every human, okay? Healing with the Angels Oracle card, self-acceptance. Accepting ourselves with all of our contradictions and others. I like that. Complicated and yet simple. Leave me a comment, let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.